is an innovative experiential learning center located in the heart of Old Town Albuquerque. We offer over 250 interactive exhibits and activities in science, technology, engineering, math, and art for the whole family. Visit us today! Explora is open weekly Monday-Sunday from 1,000 a.m. to 500 p.m. On Monday, we open 1 hour early from 900 to 1,100 a.m. for toddler time. This is a reserved time slot for our youngest visitors to explore. Please see hours of operations for holiday and special hours. Explore concepts such as gravity, water, light and shadow, math, and electricity. Explora is a new kind of learning place. We welcome visitors of all ages and provide real experiences with real things that put people's learning in their own hands. Explora strives to provide exhibits that nurture thoughtful activity. Science, technology, engineering, art, and math exhibits are designed to engage visitors of all ages. Explora entices every visitor with wonderfully engaging exhibits around every turn. You can move freely as your intrigue captures you. Or plan your visit with our handy exhibits guide. Engineering gravity experiment with balls and ramps to slow down the aches of gravity. How can you use friction, slope, and momentum to send a marble down a ramp on a pegboard wall? Nihisi and Nihisi Outdoors experiments for our youngest visitors. Moving air experiment with air and the things it can do. What happens when you squeeze air? What is the best way to cut a paper cup to help it? Why? Is there a relationship between airspeed and air pressure? Math moves? Get a feel for proportion fractions, ratios, similarity, scaling, and percentages. Can you balance weight the same way you balance an equation? Why might a 120-tooth gear the drawing platform create a 5-segmented pattern when driven by a 24-tooth gear? What might the pattern be when a 36-tooth gear drives the 120? How do the locations of a weight or of pivot points change the force needed to lift a lever? Water of life of water. Explore water and its unique characteristics. Is water sticky? Can it go uphill? What patterns will water make when different objects interrupt its out? Arts and crafts workshop work with recycled materials for making things. Can you make an object that is physically or visually balanced? Can you make something that doesn't look like anything else? Light. Shadow or investigate light. Can you make light bounce? What ekes how much light will bend? What makes things focused or blurry? What makes a shadow big or small? What produces a yellow shadow? What can an infrared light detector see that your eye cannot? Experiment Bar, home of the weekly tabletop experiments, and a place where students can run science fair experiments. Paradox Cafe, explore your perception. Are your eyes or your brain telling you the truth? How can our eyes be misled? How do black, white, shades of gray, and shadow eat our brains' interpretations? Shapes of sound. Discover properties of sound and vibrations.
What do sounds feel like? What is the difference in the meow of a kitten and the roar of a lion? How does the mass of an object ache the way it vibrates? Or the sounds that it makes? Rotary Pavilion use a materials hand to investigate the principles of architecture, engineering, and construction. Sketch aquarium or sketch town. Use your imagination to create something colorful. And scan your creation and watch it come to life as a projection on the screen. Curious Bubbles investigate the shapes, sizes, and stretchiness of bubbles. What happens when two bubbles meet? How are little bubbles different than big bubbles? Can you make a bubble by power reaction manipulate energy moving through a system? Can you string together a series of objects that react like dominoes to cause actions and reactions through multiple components? Charges, currents, and circuits. Experiment with electricity. How can you make electricity? What happens to electricity transmitted over a distance? How does a switch work? Can you make a light bulb turn on with only 2 wires? The science of kindness. Explora is proud to have partnered with the Jennifer Reardon Foundation to develop, fabricate, and install a new exhibition called The Science of Kindness. The Science of Kindness provides distinctive interactive opportunity for New Mexico and visitors to explore neurochemistry, psychology, and other science related to the giving and receiving. It also gives the occasion to experience Jennifer Reardon's mantra of being loving, caring, and sharing. Numerous hands-on exhibits such as the Make an Emotion kiosk, the ever-evolving kindness cactus, and your brain on kindness, a massive interactive neuron model, work together to illuminate how scientists in a range of fields study kindness and its effects on the body, mind, and community, create new, engaging opportunities for families to explore the exchange of kindness with others in compelling ways and prompt self-reflection and metacognition on how giving and receiving can affect our perceptions of ourselves and our actions toward others. Patio, March-October. Explore properties of water flow with one of our many water flow patio exhibits. Get hands-on experience with solar power. Build your own fountain. Create a Lego dam to withstand the rush of water, and more. Gravity. Engineering gravity. La Ingeniera de la Experiment with balls and ramps to slow down the effects of gravity. How can you use friction, slow, and momentum to send a marble down a ramp on a pegboard wall? Electricity, charges, currents, and circuits de cargas. Corrientes. Experiment with electricity. How can you make electricity? What does electricity need in order to electricity transmitted over a distance? How does a switch work? Can you make a light bulb turn on with only 2 wires? Bubbles. Curious bubbles. Burbuges curiosus. Investigate properties of bubbles, from micro bubbles to giant bubbles and everything in between. Will your bubbles stack? Which size of bubble will float for the longest amount of time? Paradox de los Paradoxes. Explore puzzles and test your eyes with optical illusions. Water. Water of life. Life of water. Agua de la vida. Explore water and its unique characteristics. Is water sticky? Can it flow uphill? What patterns will water make when different objects interrupt its flow? Water flow patio. Outdoor water exhibit. These exhibits are a little bit wetter than our indoor water exhibits and offer just as many possibilities for experimentation and investigation into the intriguing properties of water. Can you build a dam out of Lego Duplo blocks? Moving air, Ira, and movimiento. Experiment with air and the things it can do. You squeeze air? What is the best way to cut a paper cup to help it fly? Is there a relationship between airspeed and air pressure? Knee-high hands-on area specifically designed for our youngest visitors to safely engage. Moves. Movidas mathematicas. Get a feel for proportion fractions, similarity, scaling, in percentages. Can you balance weight the same way you balance an equation? Why might a 1-2-0-2 skier create a 5-segmented pattern when driven by a 24-2 skier? What might the pattern be when a 36-2 skier drives a 120? How do the locations of a weight or of pivot points change the force needed to lift a lever? Light, shadow, colorless. What makes things focused or blurry? What produces a yellow shadow? The rotary pavilion. How will you build something you can sit inside? What can you transport using a wheelbarrow, a basket, or a 20-foot conveyor belt? In our working together to build a village exhibit area, tabletop and large-scale materials, invite experimentation with architecture design, engineering, and construction. Families can build together while enjoying a view of the Sandia Mountains. Studio Inventivo. Design, create, and share and explore. Build with real tools and materials as you explore the current scene.
Hours of operation. Every day of the week. 1000 m, 500 p.m. Monday toddler time. 900 m, 1100 m. Holiday and special hours. Explora is closed on January 1st. July 4th, the week after Labor Day, Thanksgiving, and December 25th. We close early at 2 p.m. on December 24th and 31st. Admission. Explora members free. Children under age 1 free. Children ages 1 to 11 7. Adults ages 12 to 64 11. Seniors age 65, with ID 8. Students or military with ID 8. Educational programs. Explora offers over 200 interactive explorations programs. Benchmarked to the New Mexico State educational standards for schools, homeschool groups, libraries, and community centers. These programs also are offered for adults and seniors. Each year, Explora facilitates more than 200 programs for over 70,000 people from all 33 New Mexico counties and from the surrounding states. Programs take place at Explora, at community sites, or virtually, and can be offered in both English and Spanish. Semester programs. Explora is offering educational programs during the semester. Growing as scientist preschoolers ages 2 to 5. And their adult companions make discoveries about science by questioning, experiencing, and investigating. Science to grow on children in 3rd grades make discoveries by questioning, experiencing, and investigating. Engineering investigators. 3rd to 5th graders investigate how things move and use that knowledge to build a series of connected actions. Homeschool explorations homeschool students in grades K-8 will enjoy a semester of weekly experiential science, technology, and art programs. Our innovative learning experiences support your educational objectives. Practical connections to cross-cutting concepts. We are committed to supporting education throughout New Mexico, and we hope you will include Explora as part of your educational program this year. What we do? We help create a bright future for New Mexico's infants, young children, and families through STEAM. The CSLEC brings community leaders together to build systems and create STEAM early learning opportunities for infants, young children, and families. Our mission is to close opportunity and achievement gaps, partnering with early childhood professionals, public schools, community-based child care providers, nonprofit organizations, health sciences organizations, libraries, higher education institutions, and municipal representatives. Our structure. The CSLEC is a cross-sector coalition. Explora Science Center and Children's Museum of Albuquerque serves as the SLEC's backbone organization. Our Leadership Council guides our strategic planning and evaluation, and our director focuses on outreach, communication, coordination, and collaboration at the local level.
Explora has been from the very beginning a collaboration of great visions. It began around 1983 with 2 individual groups who, with no knowledge of each other's existence, had similar ideas. The first group envisioned a children's exploratorium, while the second had the idea of a science and technology exploratorium. Since the merging of the 2 ideals in 1995, Explora has been, and will continue to be, a learning place for people of all races, ages, genders, abilities, and backgrounds. We believe that family, caregivers, peers, and colleagues are essential partners in learning. Explora advocates for lifelong, materials-rich inquiry, while acknowledging that it isn't always easy. We value curiosity, hands-on trial and error, and the agency and growth that comes with both failing and succeeding. Here, families and people of all ages can learn together through over 250 exhibit activities in science, technology, and art. For adults, we offer events like Adults Night that come with your very own Explora at Home kit. In the community, we also provide semester-long seasonal camps and fun educational programs such as Family Science Nights and our Youth Intern program. Teachers are also encouraged to join our educator workshops and take advantage of our professional development opportunities.
Explora's essential value derives from our relevance to our communities, connection to everyday lives, and role as a trusted community resource. We value diversity in all its forms. As a source of strength, a diverse board, staff, and membership are critical to Explora's effectiveness. We value listening to our community and understand that Explora is stronger when working in partnership with others toward common goals, like helping New Mexico achieve racial equity in STEAM by creating opportunities for people of color and others who have been excluded from STEAM courses and careers.
Located at 1701 Mountain Road, NW, NM 87104, Explora that's fun for the whole family. For more information, please call 505-600-6072 or at Explora contributes to and community prosperity by creating accessible opportunities for inspirational discovery and lifelong learning through interactive experiences in science, technology, engineering, art. Explora is a learning place for people of all races, ages, abilities, and backgrounds. Family, caregivers, and colleagues are essential partners in learning. Explora advocates for lifelong, materials-rich inquiry. While acknowledging that it isn't always easy, we value curiosity, hands-on trial and error, and the agency and growth that comes with both failing and succeeding. We recognize power in Explora's ability to be nimble and adapt to change. We provide staff and visitors freedom to think outside the box. We experiment and try things, even if they aren't perfect, and value creativity and innovation. We push boundaries, bend edges, and try on new roles in order to best accomplish Explora's mission and serve our community. Organizational and financial health, along with sustainable allows us to pursue new ideas, be responsive to the needs of our community, and contribute solutions to community-defined problems.
Coding algorithms, card games. Algorithms are a repeatable series of steps that, when followed, complete a task. Computers use algorithms all the time to solve problems and perform various tasks. The directions you wrote are an algorithm for getting through the maze. There is often more than one way to complete a task, so there can be more than one algorithm for any given task. Straw rockets, arts and crafts. In this activity, learners will create unique rockets. Each rocket will be powered by air as the child will blow into a straw and watch their rocket fly. Learners are encouraged to change their rocket design and the type of straw to find the best flying rocket. Activity includes step-by-step instructions with visual aids. This activity uses low-cost materials and can be done at home. Pollinator bingo, I Spy, games. In this activity, learners will use their 5 senses to explore a nature-based area around them. While walking through a nature area, the child will use their senses to find different things to fill out their bingo card. This activity allows children to explore their natural surroundings. Activity includes step-by-step instructions and is available in Spanish and English translation. Design a seed, nature, and environment. In this activity, learners will design a seed and test how it travels. Use the engineering design process to create a seed, which can move from place to place. Activity includes step-by-step instructions. What's the science section that explains the science behind the activity? And extension ideas. This activity requires recyclable materials.
Rip it up and start again. Composting, agriculture, and gardening.
In this activity, learners will experiment to find how long it takes to compost paper. This experiment will take a couple of weeks to conduct, although the experiment may take long. The price to do the experiment is free after the experiment is finished. Learning will understand how long it takes for something to decompose in nature. Water engineering, model building. In this activity, Learners will engineer a water irrigation system. Create an acequia to move water with the help of gravity. Activity includes step-by-step instructions. What's the science section that explains the science behind the activity? And extension ideas, pollinator bath, farming, nature, and insect. In this activity, learners will build a design and build a place for pollinators to drink from. Learners will create a place to attract and observe pollinators and learn how to best support pollinators. Activity includes step-by-step instructions and is available in English and Spanish. This activity uses low-cost materials and can be done at home. Thirsty candle, describe an event, experiment in this activity. Learners will explore the dynamics of air pressure by using a candle, a cup, and a dish of water. Learners will observe how the candle flame affects air temperature and how that interaction can be seen through a change in water level.
Subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.